Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask. Today is Tuesday, the 15th day of December. Can you believe today is National Cupcake Day?
I love cupcakes.
I know you do, and I do too. National Bill of Rights Day. I love our Bill of
Love
Rights.
the Bill of Rights.
National Wear Your Pearls Day. Do you have any pearls?
I don't have any pearls. Not real ones.
Some pearls. And then National Cat Herders Day.
I love cat herders.
I don't know what that is, really, but I got a lot of weird things today. And speaking of weird things, we've got Tuesdays with Charlie.
Love Tuesdays with Charlie.
Too. It's actually one of my favorite things. And here's the weird thing. I tried to explain this to somebody who had never had a chance to listen. Like they had just moved here and we were chatting about it.
That's something you just kind of got to hear.
Yeah, and I was explaining it and they're looking at me like, that sounds like watching paint dry. I'm like, we talked to my father-in-law.
You just got to hear it.
He's like, well, like for like a minute? I'm like, no, for like 5 minutes. Really? I'm like, you've never met my father-in-law. Trust me, it's way more interesting than it sounds. Stick around. That's coming up before you know it. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. A new study finds that binge drinkers consume more alcohol every week they're in lockdown. So it's getting worse and worse and worse.
Well, yeah.
Because, it's like they're seeing less and less and less hope, apparently. So don't do that. If you can, switch over to water or something else. Get a little bit of something good in you. Another study confirms running is good for your knees.
I've always heard the exact opposite.
I was going to say, my knees disagree, but here's probably what they mean. By running, it probably strengthens your knees, which would be a good thing. So
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't do the study, so I have no details other than when I run, my knees typically hurt. But then again, I am also very overweight, and I don't run very often. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. And I want to take a moment right now to say thank you to them, by the way. We got a really cool message from somebody who went through that program, and it changed their life, and they sent us
awesome.
a message.
I love that.
I think it's really, really cool. And I remember I had somebody saying, I can't believe you guys do that. You read these stories and you talk about that, but it's because it can change someone's life.
Yep.
And again, huge thank you to our friends at timeforrehab.com and life-changing things that have happened there. Police in Germany arrested a man who broke into a business, stole multiple sausages. Surveillance shows the man trying to break down the front door. Worked on that for 20 minutes. Then he got inside and took some sausages from a meat processing business, went back outside, then returned grabbing a coat, and then he fell asleep in the office. Police woke the thief up, and he admitted he had been out drinking the night before. But he ended up sleeping in the office until they came and picked him up. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but that is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com. Black China. We've talked about Black China before. She has won a lawsuit over the Kardashians that requires their production company to hand over all of the footage from the unaired season 2 of her reality show, Rob and China. The show never aired. And their production company that they owned kept the footage because they were no longer friends, whatever. Anyway, she sued. Now she gets the footage So she's already got it by now, probably, because that happened like a week ago. Matthew Perry's ex-girlfriend, Katie Edwards, says he used to guilt trip her into scoring drugs for him when she was pregnant.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
I hate to hear that.
Me too. That's not what I was expecting, but there you go. Thanks for listening. This is Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of TimeForRehab.com. The New York Times is reporting that fortune-telling has become one of the fastest-growing businesses during the corona pandemic.
Really?
Yeah, there's more and more people calling saying, is this ever going to be over?
Wow.
I think that might be the number one answer. I don't know. I don't know if that's the number one question, rather, but yeah, apparently that's a big thing. Max Publishing House. No, let me try that again. Max Public House. That's a whole different thing. The Staten Island bar that refused to obey the shutdown orders.
Right.
They had a GoFundMe to help with their legal bills. They raised a ton of dough right away. So there's a lot of people out there that are saying, no, I'm on their side.
I'm on their side.
And a Chicago doctor has told NBC News that COVID-19 could cause erectile dysfunction. Okay, I'm not sure where.
So if you get the virus, you.
Apparently.
Okay.
NYPD is searching for a Bronx burglar who broke into an apartment and stole one light bulb.
Must have needed a light bulb.
Would you even call the police for that?
I wouldn't. But I suppose, though, if somebody had access to your home, and
Yeah.
that's a concern, because, I mean,
that's
if they
true.
managed to get in,
Yeah, I suppose.
maybe they just have a key to your home. Who knows?
Sure. Is it possible that maybe this person just lost a light bulb? I don't know. It just seems really weird. You go to all the effort.
It does seem bizarre.
Even if it's a really expensive one, because we got like some really expensive
We've got smart bulbs that.
smart bulbs. They're like $20 or something like
But
that.
even
that, I wouldn't
think I
break
would-
in for that.
no, you wouldn't break in for it. But
No.
if you knew somebody had broken in and took something, you wouldn't call the police.
I don't know. I just think for
I
a
think
light
I
bulb,
probably.
I would feel.
It's not so much that it's because it was a light bulb.
No,
It's
I know.
because somebody was in your home,
Yeah, that's the weird.
and that's
part.
a concern.
If there was somebody, or did he just lose a light bulb? I don't know. A YouTube video claims Jeffrey Epstein is not dead. He faked his death, according to this video. Faked his death, and he was spotted driving a red pickup truck at his ranch in New Mexico. Again, according to a YouTube video.
That would be epic if he all of a sudden shows up and testifies in court. That would be amazing.
I wonder if that is. Well, I don't know. I doubt it.
That would be so cool.
Bob Dylan sold his catalog to Universal Publishing Group. We talked about this with a friend the other day because Heidi and I were both amazed. $300 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dough, man.
It is a lot of dough.
$300 million. And the funny thing is, Heidi couldn't even name a single Bob Dylan song.
I still can't.
$300 million. Mysterious monoliths continue to pop up all over the place. They're being discovered all around the world. A fourth one was found last week on the Isle of Wight. So have you seen these pictures of these at
I've
least?
seen them. I keep saying, what is up with these? Because I don't even know.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
At least not yet. I'm kind of wondering if pretty soon there's going to be somebody that comes out. A friend of mine posted on Facebook. He's like, so is everybody else ready to find out, like, this is all part of an advertising scheme for
Probably
somebody?
some stupid company.
Like,
thinking
oh,
they're
hey,
being
and then they'll have
clever.
like Monolith beer or something,
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's if not, somebody should get on that.
That could be.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
And instead of picking up the phone, let's just say hello. How you doing? He's right here.
In the studio.
I need
the
help.
flesh.
People, call the cops. They won't let me out of here.
I promise I'll let you leave if you behave.
Well, I'll be here for a while. Then.
What do you have for us today, Charlie?
Hey, then you know that little boy Harry Potter?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Yeah.
Was he a little boy? I don't know.
Well, he was. He's not anymore.
Well, he's the same age as Kim Kardashian,
Oh, really?
so he must not be a little boy no more.
No, he's not. He's not a
realize
little
that.
boy.
I don't even know who that fool is. Hey, then you ever seen that ice cream commercial? That cows, they make some kind of ice cream out of it, and the little girl sitting there, Matilda, and I know we used your milk, and then the cow goes, bah, and she goes, you're welcome. But anyway.
No? I have no idea what you're talking
Well, we're talking about cows here, okay?
We're a little bit lost, but let's keep moving.
They have accents.
Cows have accents?
Cows?
Yes, they do. If you ever heard them, whatever they do, when they talk, they have an accent.
Really?
When they moo?
So a southern cow go, y'all moo. I don't know.
Don't think that's how it works.
Well, close. Talked to a cow once. Did you know what a sloth is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
love
of a slow
sloths.
critter.
Okay, did you know they can go without pooping for 5 to 7 days?
Holy cow.
So can I.
That's a little more than we needed to know.
And you move a little slow, too.
Very slothy.
And then as much as 1/3 of their body weight is poop by the time they finally go.
Oh, my goodness.
I think I've done that before. Lost about 1/3 of my body weight.
You really had to go.
Hey, then, you know that on Groundhog's Day, what's the name of that groundhog?
Phil?
Punxsutawney
There
Phil.
you go, Punxsutawney Phil. He has arrest warrants in 3 states.
No kidding. Because they're mad
Because they didn't like his prediction.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he never left Pennsylvania. Why would they be in 3 states?
I don't know. They didn't like that he told
He's
them they were
doing
gonna
his
have more
thing
winter.
virtually this year. They've canceled it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be really cool if they had Bill Murray as part of that.
That'd be cool.
If they're going to do it virtually. I mean, have Bill Murray, because he was in the movie. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Well, he probably wanted more than 3 states. My guess. Hey, then, there are 3 different types of erections.
Okay.
And 3 different erection shapes.
All right.
Which are?
I don't know. I have a hard time knowing what one looks like.
Thank you for that update.
Now, look it up in the old Funky Diagnose there and
I'm not looking anything up.
see what you can come up with. Okay, then I got one of these in case you care things, okay?
All right. What do you
Okay.
got?
If you're feeling ill, an orgasm can help you to clean up your sinuses.
Really?
That's it, right here in black and white.
That's in your handwriting. You trying to? Is that to prove to Grandma Sandy? Or something?
Notice my nose is running a little bit today. I don't know.
Charlie, are you ready for a question from me?
Okay.
Oh boy. What % of pet owners plan to buy their animal a gift at Christmas time?
Oh, 95.
No, it's a lot lower than I was expecting.
Really?
I'm gonna have you
I
guess.
always bought our
What
dog.
percent, Heidi, or would you guess?
Well,
now that I already said it's
48.
no, you're closer than Charlie. It's 52%
Oh.
of pet owners plan to buy their animals.
Well, that's really
gift.
sad.
I
know,
think that's low.
you
I
know,
think that's low, too.
Everybody bought their dog a something or other.
apparently
Yeah.
not. Only half of the people did.
Well, then,
We can say some of that on the radio. Well, I'm excited because even though we don't have pets officially this year, it's our first Christmas without pets. Our puppies are no longer with us, but I've got some squirrels, and I've got a tree for them, and I've got gifts for them. And yes, I am old and lonely.
that you might have no squirrels no more because he's going to blow up.
We got
You
a
got really fat.
squirrel. Well, Charlie, thanks for coming in, man.
Okay, next time we're doing it on the phone, though.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk
Bye,
to you next week.
Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie. Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Over a third of Americans say they now weigh over 200 pounds. I don't know how that's such a fun fact, really.
It's not a fun fact, but
So,
it's a fact.
I wonder if that's because of COVID
Probably.
or if it's because of, well, everything else. But a third of Americans now say they weigh at least 200 pounds.
Yikes.
Some of us are a bit more than that. Thanks for listening to today's Fun Fact on the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline Singapore. Interesting story here. A Singaporean woman gave birth to a baby that was born with COVID-19 antibodies.
Oh, cool.
So this baby was born immune
That's
to
cool.
COVID. So I don't know how that works.
I don't know how they would know. You're going to let somebody right away test your baby? I wouldn't.
Maybe it was a whole battery of tests that they were doing, or maybe they had to do a test because there was COVID in the room during the birth. Who knows? But yeah, it's and maybe she had COVID-19 during the pregnancy is probably
And
what happened.
maybe that's how, yeah.
But yeah, that happened in Singapore. I've got a link to the story. It is in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A disgraced former judge admitted to stealing nearly $73,000 from a juvenile court fund and former legal clients. He's now been sentenced to 4 years in prison. Douglas Lee Patterson, 38-year-old former district judge, sentenced and pled guilty in October. 3 felony charges, including using his position for personal gain, financial exploitation of the elderly, and theft. It is fitting that Patterson has received a stern sentence for his crimes and that we have brought a measure of justice to his victims, the Attorney General said. He betrayed the citizens and exploited those who trusted him, stealing from the most vulnerable among us, children, the disabled, and the elderly.
Gross.
So, yeah, it's not good at all. He resigned and then he admitted to stealing $47,800. By the time it was all said and done, they said it was nearly $73,000 is what was really stolen. So, not good. He wrote 70 checks to himself from this fund. I've got a link to the story. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A Dunkin Donuts employee in Georgia was stabbed after an argument with a customer over a donut. What? Does that seem a bit much?
That seems a bit
to you?
much.
The incident began when the customer entered a Dunkin Donuts and confronted the 17-year-old female employee about an order. The wild confrontation was all caught on video. Customer, unidentified man, seen brandishing a knife and holding it at the employee, who said, "Don't touch me," while she pushed him away. Another woman said, "Stop," as the employee and the man exchanged punches. According to an arrest report, before the stabbing, the man pulled up to the drive-thru, then drove off, and then came back and went into the restaurant and hunted down the employee.
Jeez.
It all happened over a type of donut. The authorities are still searching for the man, who faces aggravated
So what, he
assault
wanted
charges.
a certain type of donut and
I
it wasn't
don't know.
available?
I don't know what exactly happened. It
That
doesn't
is
have...
messed up.
No
It's
matter.
always food,
It
right?
is. And I can tell you, as being a portly man myself, you don't want to get between a hungry, portly man and his food. But I'm telling you right now, I would never pull a knife on somebody. I wouldn't hit somebody. I mean, I might walk away angry, but I wouldn't do that. So don't do that. It's a bad idea. If you do, you might end up here in today's Moment of Duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you pack out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Fake News or Florida. It's a portion of the program where I read a little story, and my beautiful bride Heidi over here has to tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready, Heidi?
I'm ready.
All right. Fake news or Florida. A Florida man was arrested during a job interview at Kohl's after he tried to shoplift Nike sneakers. Fake news or Florida?
Florida.
And the answer is Florida. It really did happen. I think we read that. If I remember correctly, I bet that was about a year ago.
I don't remember reading it.
I
but...
think we did. Pretty darn sure we did. But good job, Heidi. Very good job.
Thank you.
It is another action-packed, fun-filled episode of Fake News or Florida on the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. I just love this. Former gang member is named Missouri Teacher of the Year. All of us have the power to change the trajectory of someone's life to make a positive impact on our students, and it's what I try to do every single day. This year's Teacher of the Year, Missouri teacher, is Darian Cockrell. He teaches physical education in St. Louis. In his acceptance speech for becoming the Teacher of the Year, he went into detail about his upbringing. It says 6 Deuce 87 kitchen crip gangster. I don't even did I say any of that right? 6.
You sounded so streetwise when you just read that.
I'm reading it word for word. 6 Deuce 87 kitchen crip gangster. Okay. That used to be my screen name.
The gang Martha Stewart formed when she got out of prison.
I don't know. Anyway, he said, I was in a gang. And he said, I was born to a drug-addicted mother who had 2 of her 6 kids by the time she was 16. His father was murdered when he was 4. He began his journey in and out of foster care system after his 6th birthday. But he said in the end, a handful of people recognized his potential, and they pulled him on a path towards success. He credited 2 PE teachers for creating a world for him where he was able to do something really good. And now this guy has dedicated his life to helping other people. It is just a great story. And I know it does sound funny when you hear former gang member named Teacher of the Year in Missouri. It sounds really silly, but at the end of the day, what an awesome story. And you can see this photo of this guy here. He looks like just the nicest dude ever. And I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.